Come to our podcast. I'm Teresa and I'm here with
Philippa.
Ivy.
Alicia.
Okay, so guys, has any one of you been stressed before and how was your action? How was it? Can anyone share this?
Yeah, I remember when I had exam. I had two papers in a day, and it was lights out like before, so I couldn't charge my phone or my laptop. But it was
You can imagine how stressed.
yeah. So that's an example of a stressful situation.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what at all is stress? How do you explain stress?
Okay, so basically, stress is the body's natural response to excessive demand, threat, or challenge.
Okay.
I think stress too can be a situation in which someone is under emotional, mental or physical strain due to some circumstances that too demand.
Okay. Okay. So what is stress client? The keyword stress client. So,
I think a stressed client is just the person going through all those I mentioned earlier, the emotional, mental and then physical strain.
I think stress client is also the customer of a social worker.
all right. Okay. So what are some of the types of stress?
We have acute stress. That stress happens during a short period of time. Example, you're having a presentation, the stress that comes on you before you present. Yeah.
Okay.
And physical stress, the stress that causes this physical strain on your body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like losing the body or gaining a lot of
Gaining
weight
weight.
due to stress. Oh, okay. What again?
And we have mental, we have emotional.
You have chronic stress.
Okay. Can someone throw a lot of light on the mental one? The mental stress. How is it like?
For the mental stress, it's this kind of pressure on the mental aspect, as
On
in
the
the
brain,
mind.
Yeah, that makes the person think a lot.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, what are some of the causes of stress? What causes stress?
I believe stress can be caused when one loses a loved one. When one loses a loved one, there is this stress that comes upon us. We overthink a lot. We become really sad. And stress can be caused when one is being divorced. The stigmatization that comes from the society, the way people will talk about you.
And then I think financially too, someone can be
Yes.
stressed. When you don't have money,
Like me.
yes, so
Okay. And what again? And I think academically,
yes.
like you have a lot of works to do, assignment,
And the
project work,
presentations you
the
mentioned
stress it will
earlier,
bring
yeah.
on you. So what are some of the effects of stress? When someone gets stressed, what are some of the effects that come from the person?
There is this severe headache that comes when you are stressed. There is this severe migraine that you get when you are stressed. I believe stress brings a lot of headache. Yeah.
And anxiety and depression is an effect, because with anxiety, the person worries a lot. So the stress will cause the person to be worried. And when the person doesn't find any solution, that's where the depression comes in. The person becomes hopeless and helpless. Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this: what are some of the symptoms of stress? When someone gets stressed, how will you know that this particular person is stressed?
Okay, so me, if my roommate is stressed, definitely the person cannot sleep well. I will know.
Yes, the-
Yeah.
I believe when someone is stressed, the person really gets angry easily. Yeah, the
Has it ever
person.
happened to you?
Yeah, it actually happened to me. Me, when I'm stressed, I get really angry. And even when you ask me how am I doing, I'll be like, does it concern you? I'll be giving you
Hey,
straight
this is
answers,
serious.
you know.
This is
Yeah.
serious.
And also physically, the person, you see it straight, and the person is very uncomfortable. Yeah, due to headache, body pain. Yeah, it's straight on the face that the person is uncomfortable. Yeah.
Okay. So what do we do to prevent stress? what can we do so that the stress will not come? The stress will not come at all.
I believe you need to connect with your loved ones. You need to go on vacation in order to relax yourself. Yeah.
Okay, and with the physical aspect I explained earlier, the solution is you need to aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep. You need to
Very
sleep
necessary.
well. Yeah, and exercise and then
Exercise regularly.
yeah, regularly. Yeah.
And I think you need to socialize with people.
People, yeah.
And I believe some of the stress cannot be avoided, but sometimes you can just choose to adapt so that you'll be fine. An example is maybe you used to wake up and go to lectures at 10 or something, but now you are part of the working population and you have to wake up earlier than 10. You just have to adapt because there's no other option. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so to our main question, what are some of the solutions, or how do social workers deal with stress? What do you-
I believe as a social worker, you need to communicate effectively with your clients. You need to communicate effectively with your clients. Yeah.
Yeah, and active listening. You need to listen to every need of the client. Yeah.
Okay, and I also think you have to empathize over sympathize. You need to put yourself in your client's shoes.
So that you understand the person.
Yes. Like you be like, if it happens to me, how am I going to do it? Like put yourself in the person. Like it's happening to you.
And I think we are not supposed to, as social workers, we are not supposed to be dictating for the clients, maybe do this or do that. We give them the options so that they'll be able to choose from the one that they are more comfortable with.
Yeah.
Okay, and no matter the tone, the tonation your client will use, you need to calm down for the person and give a better solution.
Yeah.
Okay, so with all what we've stated right now, do you have anything to add? Like, do you have something?
I think with stressed people out there, we are not supposed to use drugs to bring our stress down. I don't know if you get me, but when some people are stressed, they will resort to some medications so that they will be able to control themselves.
Yes.
I believe that you have to seek social support from social workers and even your family members. You'll be fine.
Okay.
And also, stress is an inevitable part of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can happen to anybody, no matter who you are, it can happen to you. Yeah, so how I would conclude it is, as a stressed individual, you need to get enough rest. Yeah, you need to get enough rest because that will improve your mood. So if you get enough rest, then
And you need to avoid drugs and alcohol too,
yes.
because that one can add more stress to you.
Just, yeah.
Okay, so anything else?
How you help social workers? What can I say?
Okay, so what are some of the importance of helping a stressed client? The importance.
Okay, in the long run, I think when we the social workers we help stressed clients, mostly the stressed clients are our workers, those that works morning, afternoon, evening to get some money. They are mostly stressed. So I think when we help them, it will improve productivity. Yes, in the long run, because they'll be able to work well.
Okay.
And also, yeah.
And I believe it enhances customer satisfaction. At least you know your client is satisfied.
And also,
That's
I
our
think,
priority.
and I think it will reduce the rate of addiction and drug abuse, since most people take in drugs and alcohol to overcome their stress. It will reduce it.
And also, it boosts your self-confidence as a client. Yeah, you become very happy with your well-being yourself. So in conclusion, stress is part of us. You can't avoid it totally. Yes, you can't avoid it. So I would say you should practice self-care as an.
Okay, so this brings us to the end of our discussion. Thank you for watching.
And don't forget to comment,
Like and subscribe.